Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King Classic and our Tauren Druid playthrough. Today we are headed back into Stonetail, and I decided that we had a couple of things here that I want to do, so that's what we're doing today. We also picked up the Flying Machine Airport, Place the Toxic Fogger. This was a quest that I turned in Thunderbluff, and it chained to this. You'll remember we filled up the etched file up in Ashenvale, so this was a chain, I think, off of that one. Or maybe that one sent us into Thousand Needles, actually. I don't remember what quest this chained off of, but it did give us another quest to do in Stonetail, and we're going to go wrap up some things here today. Other exciting news, I have respec to try out Balance. And I've gotten us a little bit of gear as well, although I don't think I pulled it out of the mailbox. Yeah, I pulled out one piece from the... I have a little bit of Balance gear waiting for us when we get to Sunrock Retreat. And until then, we'll just have to rough it out with what we have. Luckily, we have a pretty good caster staff already. I'm going to take the shredding machines again. We dropped this previously to make a little bit of extra room in our log. But we're going to pick it back up because we're going to be heading that way. And yeah, so that's the build I have so far. That is what we are going with. We're going to head up into the Windshear Crag. We'll talk to Ziz. We will find the shredding machines. We will place the Toxic Fogger. And yeah, we might come over here also and check out Gorenzo's orders. I'm not sure if I've ever completed that quest. And I would at least like to see what it is, if it's the one that I'm thinking of. Bruiseweed, we could probably stand to herb that. It's going to be somewhere here. I don't actually see it. Oh, right up on the hill. Hope you guys are all doing well today, and I should say thank you for being here, for spending some of your time here with me. I really do appreciate that. You know, I said before that we weren't going to skip Hillsbrad Foothills, but I keep finding all these other quests to do in other places that are more visually and aesthetically appealing to me. Let's keep grabbing the bruiseweed that we find. It does seem to be giving us the occasional skill up. And by occasional, I do mean consistent. Realistically, all we really have to do is get to level 34. And if we can manage to get to level 33 or 34, that's a pretty good start, to a pretty good place to start going into Stranglethorn. And if we can do that without doing a lot of stuff in Hillsbrad, that would be okay. I like the zone of Hillsbrad. I really don't like the Horde questing. The Horde questing in Hillsbrad was a big part of what killed our Blood Elf Paladin on Maladath during the initial fresh start, false start that we had on the Horde side of things. Bruiseweed is back up this way. Part of me wants to run to Sunrock Retreat first and pick up our gear and pick up the other quests there that I want to do in the zone. That being said, we only have 3 empty slots for quests. What can I drop in Hillsbrad that we could pick back up? We can drop the Battle of Hillsbrad for now. And that's about it. We could drop Elixir of Agony for now. Those are going to be easy just to pick back up whenever we're back out that way. That gives us 5 empty slots in our quest log. That's a little bit better. Yeah, I do want to make sure we grab the flight point this time, and I want to get the rest of the gear, the few pieces that I bought with intellect stamina on it, out of our mailbox. And the good thing is what we'll do from now on, when we want to queue up for dungeons, we'll just queue up as heals. And we'll be able to toss some heals around and keep people alive and probably contribute to damage as well in these early 5-man dungeons. Do we want to set the Hearthstone here? Yeah, it would be a great idea. Let's go ahead and do that.
Speak, friend.
I also bought some level 25 water because as balance, I feel like we're probably going to need it. Elemental War we could pick up. I don't think we're going to do Black Fathom Deeps again. I think Razorfen Crawl is up next. So we'll pick up Elemental War. The Tribunal of Tides has sent me to wage war on the fire elementals here in Stonetail and Mountain. Neptulon the Tide Hunter, Lord of all water elementals, has taken a personal interest in seeing our fiery cousins extinguished. Okay. We will be doing that along with some Harpy quest in that area. Harpies threaten. Calling in the reserve. That's a breadcrumb to the Great Lift. We won't take that now. Let's grab the Harpy kill quest.
Be careful.
We'll grab Cenarius' Legacy. I believe that takes us to the north. And we have another quest to do up there anyway. You cannot imagine the hatred I possess for this wretched land. Oh, that's nice. The Ilk of Cenarius and the Kaldori Druids at the peak employ their pathetic powers to stifle the flow of magic, even so far south of their pathetic holdings. Can you use the word pathetic more in a single sentence? Would that I could return to Jadenar and exalt in the flow of magic, but my master will not allow me to return until my work is done. I have no doubt you love the Night Elves and their allies as little as I. Actually we're a druid, so you'd be surprised.
We will have justice.
Okay, flight point, which I completely forgot to grab last time we were here. And then we can also grab the Cycle of Rebirth.
What brings you here?
Industrial greed and continuous war have wrecked the lands of Stonetail, and only the blessings of the Earth Mother can cure such an injury. I will require you to seek a special seed, the Gaia Seed. They are found here in Stonetail, north of Sunrock Retreat at Merkvalen Lake, near the water's edge.
Winds be at your back.
But not too close to the water's edge. Okay, we could do these in whatever order we want. I don't really know what order I want to tackle this stuff in. Let's head over here first, and we'll do some of this stuff. And then we might even just be able to hearth back. It'd be like, it would save us a little bit of travel time, since there's not a shortcut through the mountains anywhere. Yeah, let's go do the stuff in the Windshear Crag first. Let's hunt down the shredding machines. We can investigate this. I believe it's like a goblin in a cave, and maybe we have to help him while he digs. And it spawns a couple of different waves. We'll probably try it. See how it goes.
you doing?
Eliminate Garenzo? Now there is a prospect that I have no objection to. Gnomes are bad enough as it is, but what I learned about Garenzo only makes it worse. Apparently he was one of the head engineers in Nomergon, where he was working on their secret project. We could never infiltrate Dun Moreau well enough to find out specific details. It was a failure. Our reports say that whatever it was literally exploded in their faces. I met Garenzo once, but let me tell you, he's not easy on the eyes. His flesh looks like it's rotting away, and he's grafted metal and gears onto his body, replaced some of his limbs with mechanical ones. Northeast of here, far above Cragpool Lake, up near the water wheel, is where Garenzo watches over the entire site. There's no way I could fight my way up there, not to mention take on Garenzo, but you look like you might be able to make it.
Have a good one.
Yes, we will do that also. Let's try to keep our eyes open here for the shredding machines. Aha, here is XT9. Alright, here we go. We're gonna learn how in the world we do this. At least we're learning on, like, lower level enemies. This is the part where I don't know if I'm supposed to, like, root and back up, or if we just keep blasting away. I know that for multiple enemies, we're going to have to employ entangling roots if we're going to take on multiple enemies at a time. Do we want to investigate this quest over here? Or do we want to focus on what we're doing? Yeah, the cave entrance is over this way. And I really don't know if anything else is going to send us over here. But it is surrounded by enemies. Maybe we don't need to do that one right now unless they send us back. Let's head north and we're going to look for the other shredder. So I'm assuming this is maybe the spawn point over here. If I could get over there. Alright, I think we have to fight our way up here. Probably the most non-druidic thing we've done is place a toxic fogger. Alright, so now we're looking for the shredder. I see it. I see it. Okay. Let's speed on over to it. And yeah, that obviously took us out of mana pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and drink before we stand up to do anything else. Next, we're heading around the northern part of the lake here to hunt down Gorenzo. I think he's going to be up on some pretty massive scaffolding. Alright, let's try roots. That seemed to hold them even after we got a couple of wraths off. And I probably just want to make sure that I'm at my max distance. Completely aware now that I did not get the gear out of our mailbox. Seems to not really be of too much consequence. Obviously, with some more intellect, we're going to have some more mana to deal with, but the damage we're outputting seems to be okay. Granted, we're fighting much lower level guys, so we'll see how this goes. I'm going to try balance for a few hours, and if we don't like it, we'll just go, we'll go back to doing the cat bear thing. With more of a focus on cat. I don't know if there's any reason maybe to open up with a Starfall or Starfire instead. It's a little bit of a longer cast. It dealt a significant amount of damage.
Oh, do I have a deal for you? Keep it real.
Alright, now to safely get down, we could probably just jump it. Yep, more than deep enough. Alright, I think what we do here is we run out, we turn into Ziz, and then we turn in out here to our Lady Orc friend, and then we can hearth back to Sunrock Retreat. That seems like a decent plan to get everything turned in as we go, and then get back over to where the majority of the questing is going to be.
Yo!
We probably need to grab this intellect.
Be good!
It's going to be more useful to our current build, even though it's not that great. Maybe before we hearth, we will teleport Moonglade, because I do have a quest that I'm pretty sure turns in Moonglade, so I do want to get that turned in as well. Basically have an interest in not letting these quests sit here too long in a completed status, which is something that I'm fairly bad at. This returns to Thunder Bluff. This is a breadcrumb to Freewind Post.
What do you need?
The destructions of the machines XT4 and XT9 have soothed many of the spirits of Stone Talon. With their loss, let us hope that the venture company will remove itself from these mountains. If they do not, then I fear the atrocities this place has suffered will pale to what lies ahead.
Farewell.
Alright, so let's go to Moonglade, and we'll turn in our Druid quest, and then we will hearth to Sunrock Retreat. Yep, that's the plan.
What brings you here?
Yeah, this was curing the sick gazelles like a long time ago.
Farewell. Ishnuala.
Yeah, see, this is like the trial to get the water form, but we don't need to do any of it. So we'll take this to return to Thunderbluff, and that's all we need from this guy.
Hail. Go.
Okay, let's grab the mailbox and get the rest of our intellect gear, what I was able to get. So we'll have shoulders with 7 int, 3 spirit, a chest piece with 8 stam, 7 int. We'll save this gear for now, just in case we, go back. Let's put on the stam intellect pants. Oh, these ones are better. Let's put those on. And the belt. Oh, the belt is level 29, which we are not yet, but there we go. We got ourselves a little bit of intellect gear. It'll have to do for now. Gonna look for some rings and stuff later. We still need a couple of rings would be good. We had really good gear for a bear, besides our staff. So, yeah. Okay, what do we want to do next? Let's come up here and get the Gaia Seeds, and then we can go to the north and take on the sons and daughters of Cenarius. That seems like a good enough plan. Alright, that's all the Gaia seeds we need. Let's continue heading north. And we will head up here and take on the Cenarian sons and daughters. Alright, so these have pets. Let's go ahead and we will root the pets. And then we will deal with the guys. We have a little bit of a problem here because we have no mana. It's a little bit of a problem. We could just... we have no mana even for shifting, so... Sit on our regen for a minute. Maybe we have a mana pot. There we go. And we're out again. It's possible that you just need a really deep mana pool for this to have any kind of, like, longevity to it, if that makes sense. Yeah, we may not live through this, just because of the nature of this. I don't have enough mana to shapeshift, unfortunately. Can't put her to sleep with Hibernate. She's running, so that's great for us, and as long as she doesn't run into, like, help. We need our mana to regen. We need to get, like, 1 or 2 more... Oh gosh, we needed her to not be hitting us. Well, we had 2 health left at the end of that. We're gonna have to be a lot more careful with what we pull and with making sure that we have full mana. Let's heal before we die, since we do have a little bit of mana now. Let's drink again. When it's one-on-one against a caster, it feels fine. When it's like 2v1 with 2 melee guys against us, yeah, not so much. And I'm kind of worried to go into combat with less than half of our mana. This guy is pathing all the way through here. I need to get out of his way. Let's see. I'd love to pull only one of you If we could do that, that'd be great. Pretty sure she just dispelled thorns off of us, and I'm pretty sure before that somebody dispelled Mark of the Wild off of us. Now we're hunting down Botanist. Because there aren't that many of them. Apparently. Here we go. So yeah, they obviously don't spawn enough botanists here. There's another player somewhere, I haven't really seen them, but they've got to be here somewhere. Yeah, all these guys we don't need. We just need a botanist. Wondering if they share spawn points. Oh, here we go. Well, that was wasted. Alright, that's it for here. It's time to get ourselves back down to Sunrock Retreat.
business have you?
They thought that they could halt the flow of magic. They were mistaken. They thought that they could hide Ordanas, but I will have his head. Magic grants me true sight. Yes, there he is. A crossroad. At the top of a great tree in Ashenvale Forest. A name. Rainwood. One of the eldest sons of the forest god. They spirited him away from the peak before I could finish him, but his time runs short. Bring it to me and I will share with you a mighty gift.
The reckoning is at hand.
Okay. Just murdering people for a blood elf, no big deal. Let's turn in the Gaia seeds.
Ah, I've been expecting you.
You have the Gaia seeds. Watch and see how the blessing of the Earth Mother can cause even these small kernels of life to bloom and flourish. We did hit level 29.
How may I aid you?
As you have seen, young Druid, though the land is in pain, the cycle of life is a powerful thing. Now we must do our part to help it along. You must plant these seeds in the center of the destruction, to the west in the Charred Vale. Beware, for harpies and angry fire elementals still plague the scarred land. Take these enchanted Gaia seeds and plant them in the gentle fertile mounds. The cycle of life must go on.
Ancestors watch over.
Okay, we will do that, but we will be doing that next time, guys. I am going to take a break here for today. As far as, like, the balance spec, I mean, it seems like it's probably really cool at a higher level. Maybe when you have Moonkin form and you have a lot more ways to keep your mana going. At level 28, I'm going to say that we're probably going to go back to Feral, and we will probably be focusing on doing some more stuff in cat form. I know we've been spending a lot of time in bear form, so we'll go to cat, and we'll see how that feels. I like the DPS that cat outputs. It's not as easy to shift between caster form and cat as it is between bear and caster form. But yeah, that's what we'll do. It was cool to try out balance, but I don't really want to do anything at this level that's going to slow us down or create like a less fluid experience. And it really seems like with balance at this level, we're going to be spending a lot of our time drinking. A lot more time than we spent on the mage, to be fair. And yeah, I'm not really... When it comes to casters, you know, casters are hard for me because inherently with a caster... Especially in Classic, like, you're going to have downtime where occasionally you're going to have to stop, you're going to have to drink, get your mana back, reassess. You have to pull carefully. Think about your crowd control ahead of time. And some of that is a little bit of a challenge for me. I mean, I obviously prefer classes that are much more in your face, a little bit more durable. So, yeah, I think we will go back to Feral. And maybe at a later time, maybe even at max level or something, we'll go back and we'll try... balance again. We could wait till level 40 or so when we've had Moonkin for a while. Can get that empowered and see how it feels with Moonkin form. I just think that we're missing some ways to keep our mana going. Obviously, we're going to get more spell power. We're going to get Insect Swarm, which is a damage over time. We're going to be able to improve it. Yeah, we're at level 40. At level 44, maybe we'll try again. We'll be able to get into Moonkin form and improved Moonkin form. Because, yeah, I think that... And then even Eclipse, so maybe even level 50 when we get the Eclipse mechanic. There's probably a point when this tree gets really, really good and really powerful, right? But it's not right now. And right now, we don't even have a knockback to push enemies away from us. I'm not sure what level we get Typhoon. But we don't have it yet. So, yeah, for now, we will stick to Feral. We'll go back to our build. And we'll do that for next time, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate all of the continued support on this series. I am still having a great time on the Druid, but I think it's a matter of being a spec on the Druid while leveling that's going to help us continue the flow, not have these long downtime periods and stuff like that that I'm going to enjoy the most. So, yeah, thanks for being here for it. As always, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again sometime very soon. Bye for now.